I might be depressed, but let's not stress about that. Hello, welcome back to Justice for All. We last left off, not these, we last left off. Are we back? It says trial, so we're back in court. So we did another day of investigating, right? Okay. What happened? Morgan Fay, who is what's her name? Maya's aunt is going to testify in court. Right, there's the clinic thing, there's the box, there's the ball, there's the urn, the clothes. Yeah. Okay. Dr. Hody's clinic. Eni was in a car accident or something like that. It's been a while. I don't even remember the last time I played this, to be honest. Actually, wait, when was the last time I played this? Last time I played this was about a week ago. Huh. How did I go from like being someone who played every day to just playing like once a week or two? It's fine. Voice acting. I'm probably not gonna be in the best condition to do voice acting, but also my voice acting was never good to begin with, so I don't think you'll be missing out much. As I briefly mentioned at the top of the episode, I'm not doing too great mentally, but I still want to be productive in some way, so that's why I'm doing this. I'm pushing myself a little, but not to the point where I'm gonna not to the point where it's gonna be worse for me. So do not be concerned. I will be okay. Hopefully. Nick? Also, if my audio sounds weird, sorry. Something happened with audio and things got switched around and I don't remember what it used to be. So I have no idea how it was set before, because I made Hunter, my tech boy, or not my tech boy, my tech son, set it up for me. And I don't know what he did, so I'm just gonna go with how it is. If it sounds weird, it sounds off, if you can hear me fucking swallow or smack my lips, sorry. Yeah?
Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me?
Yeah. Why?
I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up.
Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation.
And then you look at me, and well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial.
Well, it's not like this is your first rodeo, girl. You've been in this situation before. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Say this out loud, Nick. Oh shit.
Good morning. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya.
Uh-huh? Oh, what do you mean?
My mother's coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly.
Hey, Pearls.
Yes, Mr. Nick?
Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today too?
Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch.
No. We need to use you, little girl. Come on. Please. It's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help.
Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love.
Oh, Pearls.
But Pearly, not this again.
Please, can you do this for us, Pearls?
Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time.
Pearl, we're in court right now. Phew, thank goodness.
Nick?
This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial.
Well, what do you mean? What's going on?
Oh, you'll see. You'll see what's going on. Oh no. We're gonna have a whole session of Morgan fucking... Not confessing, what's she doing? Testifying. Shit. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world.
All over the world, huh?
Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I am the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country.
That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Ain't no one give a shit about law stuff.
Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey.
It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Go. You can hardly call it a fight. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session.
That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct?
Yes. And this key is proof of that. Right. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been.
Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin.
Alright, let's hear it.
The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point.
What? I didn't know that. Oh, Miss Von Karma! Then, how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said that I wasn't the defendant.
Then what is the meaning of this?
All I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key.
Can you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand.
Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seemed really torn by this. Yeah, we all knew she was an evil bitch from the get-go, though. She looked evil.
Witness, a name and occupation.
What was your voice?
My name is Morgan Fey, and I'm a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking.
It's fine. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking?
Ah! I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
I performed the spirit severing technique on Mr. Maya then.
Spirit severing technique?
A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is...
Yes, that is.
Ah! You, be quiet. Now witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct.
What in the world could have...
Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room.
What?
And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber.
Order! Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. And then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit me at the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
How did you perform the technique on her then?
Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. Nailed it. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind.
That's all right. Your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony.
It's fine. She's old. She don't know shit. Actually, how old is she? How do I do anything? Okay. Okay. She is question mark. Why don't we know her age? Why is her age being hidden from us? Who cares if she's an older lady? Purported. Oh, is that... Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna press everything. Just now, you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? Surely not me, right?
I was referring to the foreign lady and yourself, good sir.
Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks.
Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful.
I mean, her English wasn't that bad. She didn't look that bad. She did kind of look like an alien, but like, it was not that bad. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot.
In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright.
What? I'm not paying for that shit. Oh, damn, we did say we were gonna pay for it, didn't we? Oh, thanks.
What did you do after that, Miss Wright?
I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police.
Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that is a very good point.
Well, you should have said that during the time.
At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another.
Another what, madam?
No, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
I want to hear the end of that sentence. Question further. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room?
I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and the camera woman might be in danger, is what I thought to myself.
Sure she did. Sure she did.
Well, that's very noble of you, Miss Trey.
This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one on us.
Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you.
Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Trey, please continue.
The pistol was hanging from Mr. Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Oh.
During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head. And the strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by the statement?
I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie.
You're a lying fucking sack of shit. But why would you lie about something like that?
It is very painful for me to say this, however.
The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? So, you were covering for the defendant?
Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected.
Something unexpected? What, pray tell this shit?
This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later.
Yes, very well.
Ugh, why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? And now witness, continued with what happened. There, he did. Quite suddenly, she thrust me away from herself and escaped from the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you?
I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing. However, yes.
But you're physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Ah! Have we talked about the hole in her jacket thing? Wasn't that brought up that there wasn't a hole in the jacket of the person in the photo? Have we covered that yet? I don't think we did.
Going all this is a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand.
Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Oops, I was supposed to press that. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps?
And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time.
Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? Oh, yes. Great. Well, now what? Just keep pushing. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went? I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all?
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself.
It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word is But the key word here is this witness. Oh, what do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness.
Oh, really? Okay, that's enough. From what I can tell, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
I hope this isn't gonna come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes, this is exactly what...
Be quiet, you. And now then, what the escapee has done, where she had gone to speak... What? Now then, what the escapee had done was that... What? What the escapee has done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone?
Oh, who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Eeny Miny, whatever. Who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eeny Miny. I think you can see where this is headed. Witness, name and occupation.
Okay. So my name is like Eeny Miny. I'm like researching like parapsychology stuff at the university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Bleh.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Miney, after the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct?
Well, like, I guess.
If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Oh, for the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine, for my sake. After the murder.
Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. Ooh. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I like hadn't seen her in like so long. I was so happy in like a sad way. My sister, she like told me something like totally terrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying that the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honor? Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of the witness's sister?
Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, wow, this is...
Witness?
Like, yeah?
In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it.
Like, do I totally, like, really have to?
Of course.
Miss Manny, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me.
That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eni? Ah, we saw this in the beginning of the game. Beginning of this case, beginning of this episode. Not this episode that I'm filming, but this episode in the game episode, whatever.
She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes.
There, are you satisfied, Your Honor?
No. I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. White? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix.
Mia, what do you mean?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies.
Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind the murder.
Yet again, the foolish spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. I want tacos, but I'm not hungry enough to have dinner. Oh, the troubles. When I start, blah blah blah, let's just press everything.
Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it?
Like, that's right. I think there were sesame seeds, like in the lunch they served that day. I had this a premonition that it was going to be a seedy day.
Yes, indeed.
I see.
Am I the only one missing a boat? What? Am I the only one who missed the boat here?
Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping?
Like a little later, someone came to my room like we're Sunday.
Do you know the time?
Like maybe a little before 11 a.m. Something like that, I think.
Oh, 11 a.m.
Yeah, like my stomach is totally ready for food.
No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time was it when someone came into your room?
Oh, so that's what you meant. You should have been more clear about it.
God help me, my bad.
No, it's okay. It's really...
Well, it would be so frustrating to deal with a person like this in real life.
That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So what was I talking about again?
Fuck. Never mind. Witness about this person who entered the side room. I was like, oh my god, totally my sister. What even do I have on me? A picture of her. I have the goldie box. I have Pearl's ball. She's playing with this at the time of the murder.
Are you absolutely sure?
I guess.
You guess. Was it or was it not your sister who entered?
Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith.
First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. White?
The defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Miney? I hadn't seen her in so long. I was so happy in a sad way.
You were happy in a sad way?
Yeah, I mean, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead one being alive again?
But maybe if I was someone who didn't know about the cult. But I know all about the Korean channeling technique.
The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister.
Yeah, what she said.
Should I drop this line of questioning?
No, let's push her.
So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? I also just realized something. She said she was sleeping during the channeling because she was not feeling well from the sesame allergy, but she knew that it was her sister that was about to be channeled, right? Because she knew she was the one who told Dr. Gray about the channeling, and he would have presumably told her that he was looking to channel the nurse who did the thing. Wouldn't she know he was gonna have someone channel her sister? Wouldn't you wanna be there? I don't know, whatever. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? Oh, I know.
No? There wasn't any reason for me to think anything was strange.
But and don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important?
Yes.
It is very important. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. Yes, we know it. We know it. But I've got to bluff her now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. All right, Mr. Wright. Miss Meany, please amend your testimony.
Okay. I'm totally cool with that.
I wasn't scared at all, and her costume totally looked normal. Okay. You would have been shocked at her boobies!
That was a very well spun lie, Miss Meany. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are you, Phoenix? I'm leaving. Miss Miney? What do I always keep switching it. Why do I keep alternating her the way I say her last name? May I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about her sister's appearance.
Yeah, and?
But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of their sister that she met. What? This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Order! Order! Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney?
I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me!
And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there.
Lots of people do. What? Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness.
Like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. Bleh.
I can never time it right. I can never time it correctly when she does the bleh, because it's when I'm reading her lines that she fucking whatever. Now hurry up with the testimony.
If you please.
Ugh, the judge still looks a bit shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be.
Like, the side room was like kind of dark, you know? So like, the costume is like purple, right? The blood totally blended right in.
It was not dark. The light was shining in just fine.
And I like persuaded my sister it wasn't like right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
It's like, that's no good, sister. You shouldn't be killing people while you're being channeled. Now let's go back to the room. So, okay. That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Like, thanks, Gramp.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
Can I finish this case today? Yes, I should be able to finish this case today.
And like, the sad room was like kind of dark, you know.
Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. And don't push your subjective opinions onto this court.
Like, that's right.
Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man.
Like, okay.
Ugh, can't breathe. Let me out of here.
So like, the costume is like purple, right? Blah, 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 blah.
You didn't see the blood?
Like, yeah.
But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well.
That's,
Are you gonna tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either?
Like, I totally didn't. All I was looking at was like, her face.
Continue. Oh, we're just accepting that, huh?
And I like persuaded my sister. It wasn't like right to do something like that.
And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time?
Well, she was like totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think like she knew. She like said she did something really bad.
You're dead. Who gives a shit? What? Who gives a shit when you're not gonna have a fucking conscience when you're dead, presumably. What?
And like she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Miss Morgan. Sorry, I killed someone. Silly me.
Did Mimi Spirit really say all that to you?
Like, yeah.
Okay. And then like I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Whoops! I pressed the wrong button. It's okay. I pressed the wrong button. I meant to press. Was your sister calm by that time?
Like, I guess so. I guess maybe like taking her revenge on Dr. Gray like made her feel a lot better.
I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready.
And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney?
Like, sure.
Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place?
Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean?
When? When you were going to the crime scene. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course.
Like, no, nothing strange.
She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder.
Think harder. I know you can remember something.
I totally can't.
That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important?
Yes, it's important. I asked because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Oh, come on, you know, stop it.
Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please, include a statement about this in your testimony.
I don't get why, but okay. Bye-bye. I didn't see anyone.
But, do I present, oh, maybe I present a profile? Right. It's a good thing I remember that you present profiles on this. You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that's impossible.
What do you mean?
I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Interesting.
You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The garden. Yup. Which means anyone walking through the area would have seen her. So, Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that? As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think that she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous. It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish? There's no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl. Okay, this urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's why. She broke the urn. Ah! Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting in the middle of the winding way. Imagine sucking in your hat. Imagine having your hat over your face and sucking in so hard that you can see it sinks into your eyes. That's fucked up. Your eyes don't breathe. Or do they? I don't know. Miss Miney. Okay, they don't breathe. I didn't feel any air on my hand. Pearl was there in the winding way at that time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I've sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar!
That's alright. You need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth.
Yeah, about what?
About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that.
That's right. I was sleeping in the side room.
Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There is no way. Your lies end here.
What you?
The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there's clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? What is this contradiction?
I don't think we have any evidence to suggest that she didn't sleep in it. Was it something that she said? What did she say? Check out my double chin. It's only gone thicker because I've gained weight. Why don't we save? I don't think I need to, but I don't know what the answer to this is. It's not. What is the answer? Should I pick Help Me Mia? Let's see what she says. I may have overreached on this one. Is there really a contradiction somewhere? Don't worry, you're on the right path, Phoenix. It might be a little hard for you to see the contradiction, but it's there. So just this once, do you want me to help you out? Yes, please. Please, I need your help right now. Hold on. First, calm down, Phoenix. Good. That girl, she slipped up with her words. Okay, so it is her testimony. I figured it was her testimony, but I wanted to see what happens if you did Help Me Mia. Her words. If she really was in the side room the entire time, that she just testified about something she shouldn't have any knowledge of. No, what? What is that? The rest of it is for you to figure on your own. I just wish I could go back to what she said.
Mr. Wright, what is your answer?
Okay, time to add another bluff to the pile. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there's clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? What is this contradiction?
I don't remember what she said. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement.
And like Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. Okay. We had gone to call the police.
So, like, what does that have to do with anything?
It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact?
How?
I can see that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way.
But look at the minor guide map, whatever. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix, right? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was this witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah! The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. Well, don't fucking say it out loud. So now's your time to prove it. What? Sorry, whatever. She got excited.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
Fame Manor Guideline partial. I want to see the entire map. What's even the point of saying partial? Whatever. Miss Miney was here, of course.
What? But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. Sorry, she was saying stuff, but I got distracted by how my t-shirt was crooked. Hang on. I don't know what he said. He probably said something like, what are you talking about? Mr. Phoenix, right. Have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that's correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding?
Here, of course.
Behind the folding screen?
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. Oh, fuck.
Oh, there ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. Yep. Goodbye. See? You stupid jerk. Quit being so quick depending on me, Slimeball.
No, Miss Miney. One so young as you shouldn't be saying Slimeball. That's a no. That's a bad word.
Shut it, Gramps. As if you know exactly how old I am.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. Miss Miney, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box.
Ah! That tiny little box? No person can fit in that.
Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lana disproved you while she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all.
That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
I don't know why I made her southern all the time.
Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime?
Yeah. Yeah? 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 I wonder how... And now, I present a piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Is it this? Take a look at this clothing box.
You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This is... What on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole! It's about 8 inches off the ground!
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It has a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray.
Order! Order! So what you're saying?
Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney? That's exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had a plan from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client.
No! Stop!
I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself. Correct, it's not possible. It really is impossible. For one person to do all that preparation, that is. Need I remind you? The foolish receives no mercy. Wait! Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? What? You can't be serious. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice.
Bitch! This person.
If it wasn't someone from the Korean village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Faye household, you wouldn't have had that box to use. Morgan, Faye.
Isn't that the wonderful way it was went earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? Sorry, doing that just now made my throat very, very, very ticklish. That hit a spot in my throat I didn't like it. You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it?